Good day viewers, and welcome back to my channel. Yep, I suppose you read it in the titles. Today, for the first time in 29 years, I dropped my bike. So let me first show you. I came in here after my ride with my son, and I parked it this side because I want to wash it after the ride. And my son got off, and I put the stand on, and when I put it on the stand, the moment that I realized, wait, it's leaning too much now, it was over. So I fell on the ground, hit my head on the wall. Just want to show you here. I sustained some damage here on my helmet as well. And I hate when this happens. Look at this lever. Look how absolutely horrible that lever is. Luckily, there's no damage to it. There's no scratches or anything. That has damage. Then she also received some damage here. It doesn't really show on camera. I want to show you if I can. It's actually deep grooves here. I'm gonna have to sand out. So what happened, this whole handguard bent in. It put some luckily small damage here on the cable. On the cable there. There's no damage on the mirror that I can tell. Yeah. That little damage that's probably from a wall or something. Then look at that gear lever. So that will definitely require some attention. That has damage. Okay. I want to show you. You can see there's damage on this foot peg because this foot peg was out like that. You know how glad I am about this foot peg because as far as I can see, this foot peg saved me a lot of damage. There's no damage that I can see on any of the plastics or even on the top box. This little scar here was there before, but that's nothing to write home about. That's just a little scuff. There's no damage on the indicators that I can see. Okay. I did not notice any damage on the engine. That's a little bug. Or on the frame. Neither nor on the radiator. Sure, the bike's still very hot. This just happened 5 minutes ago, guys. Okay, however, I have a small amount of scratches here, but this I'll take off and fix. I'm going to have to remove the gear lever, heat it up here, as with the clutch lever, and bend this back into place. I did not notice any damage on anything else behind here. I'll have to look at that. And obviously, scratch marks. Here you can see this is where the incident happened. So here's a mark from the footrest. So yeah. So guys, I'm going to give you some feedback when I do the repairs. As far as I can see, there's no damage on any of the plastics. I didn't see any damage on the spotlight here at all. Nor did I see any damage on the indicator light. So as far as I can see for now, that's that's what I have. Hopefully I don't see anything else that's wrong. So I'm going to go through the bike now and then we'll do an update. But guys, so what's going to happen now is I'm going to remove the clutch lever and the handguard, as well as the gear lever for now, as well as this rear foot peg. I'm going to sand all these deep scratches as fine as I can, try to repair that. I'm going to heat up the clutch, try and attempt to bend it back. We pray that it doesn't break, because a bent lever is better than a broken lever. I'm going to heat that one up and bend that back as well. This one I'm going to sand it finely and polish it. And hopefully I'll put it all back together and you won't be able to tell. I'll also have to sand the stand a little bit and give it a nice thick coat of gloss black paint. And also this little thing down there at the bottom. So let's do that. Okay guys, as you can clearly see, I've taken all the damaged parts off. Rear foot peg. This is from the front foot peg. You can see there what the damage is. It's quite damaged there. Here's the lever also. Looks freaking horrible, but there's no scratches on it. So what's going to happen now is we first need to clean up all these parts. As you can see, look at this greasy mess. Clean up everything. Brake cleaner, which works quite well, and then we can start attempting repairs. Okay, as you can see, I've cleaned this up as well as I can. There's still a little bit of grease left, but that's fine. So what's going to happen now is, if you can see how bent this is, I'm going to concentrate heat here so that I can bend this back so that this thing should be straight. Okay, so let's attempt that now. Okay guys, so what's happening here now is I need to sand and quickly paint this stand. Sand the stand. What's going on here, I put a very old carpet down here so that I can paint here without feeling guilty of spraying on my garage floor. I need to sand this, and then I want to spray the stand while the bike is standing here in the wheel chock, so that I can leave the stand down without any risk of anyone tripping over it. So I'm just gonna do that now. Now, I'm not going to sand the whole thing. I'm only going to sand where there's damage. Now what I want to do is I only want to sand the scratches out. So I don't want to overdo it. I just want to make it nice and smooth, as I've done here on the edge. of this foot peg, which came out pretty much perfect. This one still has a few battle scars, but it looks it looks a lot better than it did, eh? So yeah. Guys, this stand is a lot smoother than it was. I think I'm just going to rough it up a bit now, and then I'm going to continue painting. What I want to do here is I want to try and catch that underside. Because yes, believe it or not, I had to sand there also. As you can see, it looks quite brilliant now. So I think I'm going to leave it at that. Okay viewers, after what happened this morning with the drop, I worked all afternoon to repair all the damage I have suffered on the bike. So I believe the bike is fully repaired. So let me show you what I've done. Okay, guys, I have repaired the rear footrest. I have sanded out all the marks and buffed it up. It looks actually perfect repair. There's nothing that you can notice there. As you can see, I've just painted the stand now. So the stand is beautifully painted, it's drying. And then I bent the clutch lever back to where it should be. You can see it was bent up to here. So it's back to where it should be. It's all polished up. All the damages that I created with a wrench when I twisted it back into its place was sanded out and buffed. I have a little mark here. You can see that I still need to try and polish out. See this mark here. Still have to sand that down a little bit more, but that's it. Look how nicely this came out. The ball is nice and round, it's smooth, and it looks great. There you can see the condition of the lever now. I was very lucky not to have the lever break when I tried to bend it back. Also, I had to remove the gear lever. And now this is not only a removal. Guys, now as I've indicated to you guys in the past, I like doing things the right way. And I like having my stuff as clean as possible. By the way, look at the quality of that stand. It looks absolutely perfect. Okay. This little pin here, the scratches came out 92%, 95%. Looks alright. I'll show you the rear footrest now close up. So this thing needs to be removed, cleaned inside and outside, and then once I put it back on, it needs to be lubricated, greased up and everything. So here you can see I have a few dots there that I made with a big wrench when I twisted it after heating it up. So that's going to remain because I do not want to damage the plating on here. So unfortunately it's going to have those dents now, but that's a small price to pay. This I did not sand out, this little marks down here. I did not bother to sand that out. I don't want to damage the rubber, and neither do I want to again damage the plating. So I had to remove this rubber down here on the joint, clean up the joint. In order to heat it up, I didn't want to damage the rubber, so I had to remove the whole joint, clean that all up. Then I heated it up, bent it back in. I saw that it needed a little bit more, and then I reassembled and reattached it to the bike. Alright, this footrest came out beautifully, as you can see. Also, I had to clean it out. There's a spring in there with a little ball. I had to clean it all. Listen to this, guys. Beautiful. I cleaned it all out, polished the whole foot peg, all that jazz, so that's perfect. Now this handguard had scratches here. Here you can see the scratches. I could not get the scratches out completely, it's plastic. But firstly I scraped it with a little Stanley knife blade. I then sanded it as flat as I could, and then I gave it a fine mist of gloss black paint for 5 times, because I wanted the texture to remain, and that's now after sanding it flat. So I wanted it to have a little bit of a texture, so I did not lay the paint on thick and wet. Guys, that's that for today. Interesting how things like this happen, and then while I'm lying on the floor there, I thought maybe, you know what, maybe I should just make a video of this. Talking of lying on the floor, I did not repair the helmet yet. I'll remove the back, that beak of it. I'll have to sand it flat and then paint it again, but that I'll have to do. Viewers, please consider subscribing if this is the type of content that you enjoy watching. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. I have enjoyed making the video, but I have not enjoyed the cause for making the video at all. That I can promise you. The first time in 29 years that I dropped my bike. Guys, it's inevitable. Sooner or later, you're gonna drop your bike. It's gonna happen. It's a heavy bike. Sooner or later, if you ride a heavy bike, you're gonna drop it. They say if you haven't dropped your bike, you haven't ridden it. So, yeah, it's the first time for me, unfortunately. Though I'm just glad it didn't happen on the right side, because then I fear I would have had severe damage on my exhaust pipe, which luckily I don't have, which I'm very grateful for. That's it for today. Until the next video, take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.